I guess I'll start since I'm the one that's closest to you. um, I'm Misty Moonlight from the chat, and I play Sasha, the half-elf rogue. I guess you could call her thief extraordinaire and recent arcane trickster. So there you go. Worm.
I'm Wormfood. I play the Goliath Donk. He's your typical barbarian Goliath who has a big heart, but not so big of a brain.
I love
Mr.
Donk.
Theo.
I am King of the Winos in the chat, and I play Theo, the Dwarven Bard. Ladies.
King of the Winos in real life too, right?
And King of the Winos in real life.
Wow, shots fired.
Well, no, that's actually a real story that I'll have to tell you guys at some point. It involves getting completely verschnicket on the beaches of Hawaii, and a Burger King crown,
Wow.
and a homeless guy folding my pants.
How about a couple crabs hanging off of your testicles, maybe?
Well, he has crabs, but in a different way. But they are on his testicles.
I'm Torquemada 286 in chat, and I play Kelkazine the Magnificent, the Eldritch Knight.
Okay, Theo, we're going to put the pressure on you to catch us up.
Oh God, I've slept since then.
Yeah, you haven't remembered anything.
You're right.
You were so
No,
drunk that time we played, weren't you?
A little bit.
Notice you put your camera on loop, and then you just left the game for like 4 hours.
Probably.
It was just vicious mockery, vicious mockery, vicious mockery.
Yeah, it's pretty much what happened. What happened is I saved the day every time whenever we fought, and Donk just kind of sat there and cried, and I was the hero, and that was pretty much it. That's what happened last time on Princes of the Apocalypse.
I remember we had a big fight. Crap. Worm, bail us out.
Bail you out. So we're in this underground cave chamber, and there's all these people that are there, and we're killing them, and we're just getting ready.
These guys are awesome.
All right, Dave, your turn.
Misty had some sort of problem with the rats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had some rat problems early on.
I can
It's all
bail
in the
you
notes
guys
if you
out.
wanted to read the notes.
Yeah, I can bail you guys out of the for a recap. So this is pretty much it. Best recap ever. Thank you, Wee Willie. So this is what happened. You guys were. Is he outside? He is outside playing D&D. Nice.
Yeah,
So
he's not a dork if he goes outside.
you guys have been around Red Larch for a couple weeks now, doing a lot of different chores. Going to Lance Rock, destroying Lance Rock, making all of the children so disappointed that the most beloved rock in all of the Red Larch area is now taken down because of Sasha and Donk. We'll say Sasha too, because you did add a little bit of weight there, Sasha, on the rock.
Yeah, whatever. It was all gone. I was just doing just fine. I scaled it beautifully. Thank you very much. And then when the big-ass Goliath thought that it would be a good idea to follow me, all hell was, broke loose.
You guys had found out. You guys remember the very first session when you guys are in the tavern, and you met that orc and his other half that were actually mercenaries that were on a caravan that was traveling. And this caravan had a lot of important diplomats on it. They were going to have basically they were taking an old knight to bury him to the south, and it was a very dysfunctional caravan, and they basically left and then came to Red Larch. So you guys had found out about that. Then also you guys had found out different information about mysterious people around Red Larch at night. You had also, in the middle of the town, there was a huge sinkhole that appeared, and a couple children fell in. So then adults, they would start falling in as they were trying to get them. So you guys saved the day. You guys jumped down into this chamber, got everybody out of harm's way, and then now you guys found this massive underground labyrinth. Definitely thousands and thousands of years old. It is. Thea was able to detect that it was an ancient type of dwarven architecture that is no longer used. And you guys found murdered bodies that were being basically as a buffet for a bunch of rats that Misty just went in. They were paying no attention to you, of course. And then Misty goes in and just starts attacking, which is okay. That kind of gave us a little, that kind of gave us some help on the mechanics on using Fantasy Grounds and 5e. So that was a good thing. And then you guys proceeded on. You found out that there were some dwarves that came in and attacked you in the room that you're at now. And you guys, there was a hidden compartment on this statue, which was of an old minor dwarf, thousands of years ago. And there was a beautiful magical dagger that Raz, even though she didn't use damage, she didn't use daggers. She uses them now, she says. As she claimed the dagger to her own. I like that. So you guys don't have Raz tonight, and these 5 corpses that you guys actually, I know a couple of you took their mask, you took their garments, and you recognize these people as citizens around Red Larch that you've seen the last couple weeks that you've been here.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. So you guys have a door to the west and a door that's going to the east. And the most famous Dungeon Master phrase of all time, what do you do?
Dave, share out the map.
Well, you guys could go. I'll share it out, no problem. It should be in the images and maps.
Remember, Dave, I'm lazy. Anything you can do to help.
I got it. You guys got it.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. See, if you would have shown the map, I would have been able to do the recap. That's probably what it was. Okay, got it. Yeah, I remember my character is up against the wall and urinating. But it's been a couple weeks, so he's probably done now.
Yeah, Raz basically says she is really not feeling so well. You're not sure if it's something with the dagger or whatnot, but she says she's going to head back to the inn.
Oh, she's going to the bathroom now. Well,
and
it's about damn time.
She's going to the inn, yeah. So she is gone.
I haven't pooped or peed since we started this adventure.
I'm going right now.
Maybe I might need to.
Sounds like a problem.
So so you guys, let's head north. I think. Let me double check.
North
No,
is
we
where
came
we
from
came
north.
from.
Okay, we'll head
We need
west
to head
then.
Way to go, Dawn.
On ahead.
I would suggest east because that's where they came from.
Yeah, they came
Does
from the
everybody
east.
follow me?
You got east and to the west.
They came from the east, so let's go east.
If we came from the east, then why would we go east?
I said they came from the east. Well, keep up.
All right,
Tighten up over there.
sorry. Okay, I'll go ahead and so Donk, this monstrous Goliath is going to go ahead, and I'm gonna lead this charge. Forget about I have a torch out. Forget about your stupid, lazy dark vision, stupid elves. And I'm gonna just go ahead and barrel my way west. This door's shut, right? Because I remember
It is, yeah,
shut
it is. It
so
is
we
shut.
can take a rest. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw that door open.
All right,
And
so
yell, huzzah!
give me a strength check, and if you have athletics, go ahead and give me that too. Let's see how bad you.
Oh man, strength tick. Of
Yeah.
all things, I've got a 17 strength. Here we go.
That's why I'm asking. I want to see if you. Oh yeah, you take that door and you basically knock it off of the hinges. Now, as you knock it off of the hinges, you see something down because of you don't have any kind of dark vision, but you see some kind of shape down at the end of the tunnel. And this passage is about 10 feet wide. It's about 10 feet high, and it's about 40 feet ahead. Now, as your eyes kind of adjust to the darkness, you can see at the end of this 10-foot wide chamber, you can see that there's a lantern that's hanging from a hook on the wall next to the door, because now you can see, as your eyes adjusted and focused, you can see that there is a door to the east. And as your eyes adjust a little bit more, you can see that there's a wooden stool by the lantern, and you can see that there's an older human, looks to be balding, beardless, sitting on this stool. And as you guys, he's got like a matching tunic and trousers, and he's whittling some wood. And then as you burst through that door, kick it off of the hinges, pretty much almost, it startles him, and he and you can just hear him. He's starting to babble.
So, wow. So that's a lot of information. So, this guy's starting to babble, saying he sees us and he's obviously surprised. I'm gonna just start walking towards him like I have purpose. Lumber on over there, and then stop in front of the door and say, "Please let me in, mister."
You're not supposed to be in here. And you've seen this gentleman as well. The last several weeks that you've been in Red Larch, you've seen this guy's name is Bear Augustus. You've seen Bear Augustus around Red Larch. Please.
I gotta step away for a second, Dave.
Sure, no problem, Kel. Sure, no problem at all. So as you start to approach, Donk, he sees that you're a massive heap of. He doesn't know if you're a giant. Please, mister, I'm too weak to put up any type of fight against you. And he's like kind of wringing his hands and, please do not hit me. Please.
I'm going to step in front of Donk.
Go ahead, just as I'm winding up. No,
He's winding up from 40 feet away.
That's right. Go ahead and step in front of me. Dude, what are you gonna do, Theo? You're gonna block me?
Nope, I'm gonna do what bards do.
Oh, there are many of you. Oh, please. I beg of you, please.
So what are you gonna do, Theo?
Vicious mockery. No, I'm just kidding.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries.
Every time he says that, we have to drink, I think. Vicious mockery.
Yes,
this is going to be the most trash channel I've ever. Let's talk to the guy, Theo. Why don't you?
That's what I'm going to do.
All right. So let's lumber on down there together, and we'll go kind of slow. I won't be so threatening, Dave. I'll just rest my giant maul made out of a tree trunk on my back, all relaxed, and then I'll just with my excellent Goliath posture, I'll just lumber left, right, on down. Fairly slow, letting Theo kind of lead the way with his tiny little dwarven steps.
Hello, my friend. We're not here to hurt you.
Oh, Mr. Dwarf. Oh, please, I beg of you, please do not hurt me. He can. Oh, what? Oh my goodness! I see that the dwarves, they're dead. He can see past everyone and see into the room and see the corpses in the doorway. Oh, please, I do not want to suffer the same fate.
Well, if you tell us what we want to know, then we won't hurt you.
Please, please, just do not kill me. Well, what do you want to know?
Who are you people? Why are you attacking us?
Oh, we are the believers. We are the believers, and the mining expeditions of Red Larch had found this underground labyrinth, and there are magical moving stones. Please do not hurt the moving stones. They dictate everything that happens to us here in Red Larch, whether it be good or whether it be bad. Please do not destroy the stones.
My head,
don't even disturb them.
Go up to this guy, I'm scratching my head.
We didn't disturb him.
I think we already did it.
Do I need to go ahead and roll deception on that one?
Well, he seems to be pretty, he seems to be pretty flustered, so I don't think you're going to need to do any kind of check right now.
So, Donk is going to ask him, what do these magical stones look like? Dokie doke.
They're in the door behind me, and please, you cannot disturb the stones of the tomb. It will dictate bad happenings to the citizens of Red Larch and the surrounding areas. So there's been a lot of bad things happening. Just recently, Lance Rock has fallen over, and the stones had moved. So the stones predicted that Lance Rock would oh my goodness! Please do not move the stones, disturb the stones.
The stones predicted that Lance Rock would fall. Now let me tell you how Lance Rock fell. It wasn't any stones.
Do you know? Do you have any information, my lady? Please do so.
It was a necromancer.
Don't judge me.
I'll give you a gold piece.
A necromancer.
No, it was not a necromancer.
Did you get this necromancer's name?
Yes, his name is Donk.
Who is this Donk?
I don't know.
Can I start rubbing my temples with my fingers?
And I'm going to scratch my head and then tilt behind me a little bit and tell everybody, I don't know about you guys, but I really would like to start moving some of those stones now.
Well, please do not move the stones, because from time to time, these great stones do change position, and this is how the stones talk to us. They show us signs of the coming dangers, like at Lance Rock. There was a vision of Lance Rock that had fallen over, and just 2 weeks later it had happened, and word had gotten back to us. Oh my goodness! Please do not hurt the stones. And also the stones warn us when we make bad choices.
How do they warn you?
We have a new seer here in the here within our presence. His name is Larach, and he is a practitioner of the earth's magic. He has been helping us recently understand more about the stones. He's been helping us understand what the moving stones about this chamber and he is a very powerful seer.
And where is he at right now?
He is in the chamber behind me. This is where he works. This is where he studies. He studies the earth.
Could we talk to him?
Oh, he doesn't like to be disturbed.
Oh, I'm sure he'll talk to us.
Why did you kill our citizens of Red Larch? Most of Red Larch doesn't know that this exists down here. This is for the protection of Red Larch.
Han fired first. I mean, they attacked us first.
We are just protecting the moving stones. My friends, I will not fight you. I am just an old man. I am just a retired old carpenter. I can do nothing to you. Because he can see you guys are covered, you have blood on your armor and on your, other pieces of gear and whatnot.
So, Dave, I want to kind of detect, is this guy telling the truth when he's saying he's not going to,
Sure.
He's just an old man? So what is that, perception?
You can tell he's definitely from around the town. He's an old retired woodworker.
Okay, so
it's like I was telling you when you guys first noticed him, that this is one of the residents of Red Larch, and all of the guys that you had killed too in the last chamber. That was when you guys took their mask off. if you'd like to give me an insight check, which I see you did.
Yeah, it glows. It's like a freaking 2, so whatever. No, is this guy telling the truth? I can't tell.
I see perception. I don't see insight.
Oh, insight.
Yep. I see perception.
Are you
Oh, wow.
fucking kidding me? Cue the music.
I haven't heard that in a couple weeks. That was so good to hear that. Thank you, Donk. Yeah, hey, you think he's a great guy. You're actually in amazement why Donkey has, associated with murderer, well, possible murderers and whatnot. Remember, you guys got those corpses that were murdered back a couple chambers back.
Yeah.
Bellkeg, thank you very much
So,
for
I
the
mean,
follow, Bellkeg.
I feel
Thank you.
feel kind of torn because on one hand, I trust this guy because I've seen him around, but on the other hand, logic tells me that a guy hanging out 600 feet under the earth on a chair after somebody attacked us in the room, it can't be all good. So,
Yeah.
I believe whatever this guy says.
You're just gonna go with it, huh?
Well, I did
I don't
roll
know.
one on insight.
I think we need to talk to the seer.
I do too. I think that's a good idea. Maybe he
It's a
can
great
give
idea.
us some insight on maybe who destroyed the Lance Rock.
Oh,
Sasha
He's a
kinda-
seer and all.
kind of chokes a few times and walks up to the door and bangs on it. The guy has been standing in front of him like, wakey, wakey, you have guests.
so you knock on the door, you bang on the
Oh,
door.
yes, I do. I bang on the door.
Hey, Barry Augustus, what the heck is going on out there? I'm trying to study in here. The stones are moving around a lot. Jeez, Barry Augustus, you can't be trusted to do anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. And then I open the door. Just
Oh, the
kind
door-
of strolling
the door,
like
the door's locked. So
Oh, okay.
as
well,
you go
that's
to
not
open
gonna
it,
stop me.
Like that's gonna stop.
Who is that? It doesn't sound like you, Barry Augustus.
I better quickly knock a pattern. Bump.
What was your
bump, bump,
first
bump.
clue?
so okay. So where's everybody at? You said you're knocking on the door, but you're like 30 feet from the door, Sasha.
I'm moving myself. There you go. That.
There you go. And Donk, you said you were going to do something as well.
I said the same thing, but after you just yelled at Sasha for being so far away, I'm moving my character first. I tried to move him really fast, and he just spun around in a circle. So
Haha, see, you gotta yell at him now, Dave.
yeah, so I'm gonna get up behind these guys and reach my weapon over and just barely tap on the door, but I want to tap a pattern like it's a code. Dun 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 dun, like that.
Okay. As you do that, the old man Bear Augustus says, "I'm out of here," and he gets up from his stool and he's like, "I don't want any part of this." And as he moves, you can see that he's out of there, man. I mean, you guys can stop him if you want.
I'll leave that to Theo.
And let the old man go.
Yeah, we've killed so many people.
Hey, old man,
Yes.
how about you make us a cart?
I make you what?
A cart.
A cart? You mean? Oh, I'm just an old retired carpenter. I really don't have the tools to build anything like that anymore. Why do you want a cart?
For looting.
For looting. Jesus. As he runs off, he goes, "I'll see what I can do."
I could just picture that guy running off, yelling, his voice trailing off into the distance.
Which way does he go, Dave?
He actually goes. You can see him going west.
While all this is going on, Dave, I'm gonna go ahead and pick the lock on the door.
Okay, give me a lockpick check, please. And drop that in the tower, please. Drop it in the tower. Is there a tower on the lower right-hand side for you? A dice tower? Hopefully there is.
Yep, there
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I love that dice tower.
Okay.
Drop it, Sasha. It'll be a secret. Oh! I'm just joking. I didn't see what it was.
Did it
Click.
work?
Click, 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 click. You open the door. Nice roll.
Alright, thanks. Of course I did.
So it
That's
is.
kind of
It's unlocked.
I opened it up. Knock, knock.
All right. So
Anything happen?
as you well, I've got to dynamically light this. So I mean, I've got to, pretty much take care
Getting
of.
stuff set
Yeah,
up.
I've got to get it. Well, it's all set up, but I've
Yeah,
just got to kind of move
it's hard
things
to drag
around.
around those white dragons. Hold on.
Yeah, right. There's 2x2 dragons, 3x3
There's freaking
dragons.
8 of them. Give me a second. I'm gonna go ahead and push Theo a little bit. Let him go ahead of me.
Yeah, you can see a massive chamber. I mean, it opens up to your left and to your right. So,
Wow.
don't just stand there in the doorway. I know you guys are going to go in, so just go ahead and move in. Nothing exploded. So as you guys open up, this is an enormous chamber. The ceiling is about 20 foot, and it's totally been carved out of the rock here. There's a lighted lantern pretty much in the middle of the floor, and you can see that in the middle of the room there's an array of stone monoliths that are standing upright, and there's some others that are arranged in basically like 3 stone arches basically around the chamber. And 6 low, you can also see that there's 6 low stone slabs that are set against the walls also. Now, on these stone slabs, you can see that each one holds a pile of humanoid type of bones, and you can see some other scraps of tattered clothing and iron that are on these pedestals also that are around the room.
I'm gonna scan the room. Where's the guy? Where's the seer?
You don't see him anywhere, but you do see on the floor there was a lantern that was on the floor.
And what about the rocks? Are they floating at all, like in that other room, or are they just like?
I'm also gonna give you guys a sort of like a picture of the stones, and yes, they are. Now, as I share this with you guys, hopefully you guys can see this.
Yep.
You can see, there is Sasha on the right, and that's that would be Raz. Even though that's a guy, that would be Raz. That would be the size of Raz. Yeah, and you can see that it's basically like post and lintel. You've got some of these stones, and they're all hovering, and a couple of these stones have lentils on top of them, creating the archway. And then there's some stones that are just kind of floating there. But yeah, they're all floating just just inches off of the ground.
So I'll turn to the group and say, I think when we moved the stones last time, something bad might have happened to Red Larch. Just thought I would say that out loud.
I'm curious as to see where our friend went, so I kind of yell out into the room. Just in case
It's a
he might be
huge
hiding.
room. It is a very huge room.
I kind of yell out, "I'm gonna touch your rocks." See if anything.
Ladies.
Exactly. Not the first time she said that, I'm sure.
It's not.
You can hear off. You don't really hear where this is coming from because it's echoing in such a very large chamber. You can hear. Ha! He just kind of laughs. Why did you come in here?
Well,
Answer
show
my
yourself.
questions, and I will ask yours. I am not showing myself. Do you think I'm stupid? I am just by myself in here.
You have my word, no harm will come to you.
As they did with the dwarves that you killed in the other room?
No, that's a different situation. They started that fight, not us.
We were attacked.
Hans shot first.